It's easy to think the world's next great tech companies will come from Silicon Valley, New York, or Toronto. But innovators from around the world beg to differ, and I'm out to discover who they are and where they're from. From Addis to Jakarta, from Dakar to Bogota, I'm Dan Herman, and this is their world, our future. When it comes to tech in Africa, Nigeria and Kenya get most of the attention. French-speaking Africa generally doesn't get much press. But as our friends at Van Hack like to say, code doesn't have an accent. So there's no reason that places like, let's say, Senegal shouldn't be on the world's tech map. And as it happens, Senegal's capital of Dakar is a really exciting place for tech and tech talent, including one fintech company that has all the ingredients to be Africa's next fintech unicorn. Omar Cisse, thank you so much for making time to chat. You are the founder and the CEO of a company based in Dakar, Senegal, called InTouch, a fintech company focused on digital payments. But why? Why have you started this company, and why are you trying to take this company across all of Africa?
As you may know, in Africa, mobile money is growing very fast. And since the bankarization rate is very low, people use mobile money to store money, to pay their bills, to share money, etc. So it is growing very, very fast everywhere in sub-Saharan Africa. But the thing is that differently from banks, mobile players, mobile operators do not have their own agencies. They distribute to merchants. You need a merchant to open your account or to do a deposit, to do a retrieval. And the thing is that since there are so many solutions in our countries for doing mobile money, doing money transfer, doing bill payment, etc., and all these solutions are provided by the merchants. The problem that is facing the merchant is that he needs to play with different. He needs to sign with different players. He has to sign with Orange, with MTN, with Western Union, with MoneyGram, etc. Each player comes with his own device. For some players, you can have 2 different devices or 3. One for airtime, another device for cash in, cash out, a third device for payment. Since that in each country you have at least 10 to 15 players, the merchant has to deal with 15 players. So it means contracts, it means reconciliations, it means compensation, settlement, etc., etc. So it is very, very heavy for the merchant. What we did is that we developed a solution that is providing to the merchants a single platform to accept all means of payment and to distribute all digital services that are in the countries in which we are. We started from Senegal. Today we are covering 10 countries after having launched in countries which are close to Senegal, Mali, Burkina, Ivory Coast. We launched to countries like Cameroon, Kenya, and this year we set up our solution in, we create our subsidiaries in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Tanzania and Uganda. Hopefully by next year, we'll be covering 25 countries, and today we are covering 10 countries.
Now, you're not the only one. There's lots of fintech solutions. There's lots of digital payment solutions or platforms being developed across the continent. Why is InTouch winning these markets? What do you offer that someone else doesn't?
Yeah, you have many players, local players in different countries which are proposing this kind of solution. We try to be the global player in Africa. We want to target all those who want to expand everywhere in Africa, and they just plug in once on our solution, and from day one they will be able to accept the payment in all countries, to distribute everywhere. We have other competitors being able to accept payment in different countries, but we don't have too many players just having the networks also of merchants using their solution and proposing solution. Today, we can go to any player, to Amazon, to Air France, etc., and tell them, okay, you want to accept the cash? We can accept the cash from 10 countries, and that it can be done through our network, our merchant network.
When people think about technology or startups in Africa, they think about Nigeria, they think about Kenya. Dakar is not on the list. Part of that is because of the Anglophone Francophone divide, but I think it's also not an ecosystem that really shows up. What's going on in Dakar, and how have you been able to build this successful company there?
Yeah, for us, Dakar is not really the market, but it's our laboratory. Yeah, it's important to say that because unfortunately, Dakar is a very small city. Senegal is a very small country. West Africa is much larger, but not enough. Today, there is no barrier for anyone to build a solution from one country and spread and expand it everywhere. We want to go to Nigeria. We already launched our solution there this year. We want to be to South Africa. We are already in Kenya. But we started from Senegal. Why Senegal? Because, of course, it's a country in which you find so many talents. You have many people coming from different countries which are being trained in Senegal, and they want to go back to their country. So they stay in Senegal because of its stability. You have enough human resources here, but it's not the market. What was important for us was to build the solution from here, and from Senegal expand in the other countries. So that's what we are doing today.
You know, if I ask today what's Senegal known for, most people will think maybe Youssou N'Dour, maybe, you know, there's some of the greatest football players are from Senegal who play in the Premiership and play in France. Tomorrow, is it going to be technology companies?
It is. When you come when you are in Africa, in West Africa, when even in Africa itself, when it comes to talent, to technical talents, Dakar is very known with that, for that. If you look at the numbers for investments in fintech in the last years, you will see that Dakar is one of the top 5, I think, and top 1 or 2 for the French-speaking countries. So it means that we're not bad at all. And since even if we are a small country, we have many talents, and we are relying on that to be able to develop many startups. Everywhere you go, when you have competition, when you have fintechs, you will always see a Senegalese company.
What's propelling this? Is the government behind this, or who's pushing to make Dakar an interesting ecosystem for technology and startups?
Let's say that historically, the main assets of Senegal have always been human resources. Let's say that like that. And when it comes to technology, the main resource is related to human resources. What is most important for technology is human resources. So we're just relying on that. It's historical. And if you come in Senegal, you will see many schools for technology, a lot of schools. We also have a very great infrastructure, because traditionally we used to have a big telco, Sonatel, in which invested Orange later on. We have one of the best telcos in the region. And this strengthened the ecosystem. And today you have many incubators, labs, etc. You have many competitions, you have investment fund, and this is very important to strengthen this kind of ecosystem.
Totally, and that it makes so much sense, right? You think all around, you know, in North America, for example, the biggest challenge is human resources, right? And now we've got, in a sense, there's a part of the world, or parts of the world, as we're doing in this show, that we've ignored completely, right? We think there's always a narrative that says, oh, well, whether it's in Africa or in East Asia, in Southeast Asia, in Latin America, we say, well, it's too poor. And yet, at the end of the day, those economics, they simply hide that there's very smart, talented people. And that we happen to live in an age today where once you plug in the internet and you train people and you're able to train them, the world's your oyster.
Exactly. Traditionally, we were one of the first countries to have good connectivity in the region. We have human resources, so what remains? We have good schools also. We have everything to build a strong ecosystem for technology.
When we talk about Africa and its massive billion-person market potential, it's easy to overlook the challenges of a market that's actually over 50 countries, and most of these are pretty small and will be for the foreseeable future. So it's companies that manage to stretch across economies that are the ones that are most likely to make it big. That's why Flutterwave out in Nigeria was able to raise $200 million, and why Stripe, another African fintech, Paystack, also from Nigeria. And it's why today's interview with Omar is so interesting. The company he's building is already scaling across the continent, and if anything, he's a platform to help others do the same. And that might just put him next in line in Africa's fintech race. Hey, thanks for joining today. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time for more of Their World, Our Future.